Hello everybody out there and welcome back to another weekly comic book haul. Sorry it's a bit late, we're recording this a bit late, but it's the last week of the month, so that means we got a nice amount of books. Next week I believe is also one of the bigger weeks, and after that I think the middle 2 weeks we really get a small amount of physical and a lot of digital. I guess it flip-flops as the month goes on, but we'll see what happens after DC's Rebirth happens. We're going to try to get a lot of the number ones for DC Rebirth. I guess we'll go into news. When it comes to DC Rebirth, I have been getting a lot of questions. I forgot to mention this on the live show last night, which the live show last night was insane. We had a good time. It was mostly video game talk, and we did a little wrestling, and Mike went crazy on Mario Maker. We had a guest pop on for a little bit. But other than that, I wanted to say a few other things that I didn't really get through. I mentioned the donation button. I'll expand more on it next Friday. It was something we've been thinking about. I'll give you guys a little briefie. It's something we've been thinking about. It's not something that will impact the channel if we don't get any donation. It'll help us get more kind of deal. We'll be able to do more with the money. We're still moving forward with all of our intended ideas. This will just help get us there sooner with certain intended ideas, and also it will help get more things and help us push forward, like with contests and other things that we wanted to do. Next week, March begins and SoundCloud begins. We will be setting up our pro account this Monday. And we're working on a few other things. So look forward to the first podcast, first Dark Avenger podcast, probably towards the end of the week, because I didn't realize how busy this weekend was going to be. Saturday was a little bit busy, but tomorrow is going to be pretty busy. It's pretty booked most of the night with video recording. And we also have the Mario Kart Wii tournament, which will be posted on Brooklyn Boys. I don't know. I keep calling it the Wii tournament. Mario Kart tournament, period. It will be posted on Brooklyn Boys right after we do the races. We usually record on the webcam and post it directly onto YouTube once we finish. So the podcast will probably be towards the middle or end of the week on SoundCloud. But this week's 1, 2, 3, next week's Anime Weekly, not this episode, next episode will be on SoundCloud. We have exclusive stuff for 1, 2, 3. We have an exclusive podcast for Anime Weekly once a month. There will be other things here and there. The live show will not be on there. I'm working on other podcasts, vidcasts that will become podcasts, and I feel like I'm missing something that will be on there, and it'll hit me eventually. I'm working on doing a lot of exclusive stuff on SoundCloud, but for right now, just the one podcast plus all the other casts that you guys see us do on this channel, Chris and Brand Show, etc., all of those, unless it's a visual cast, will be on SoundCloud. Other than that, that's about it. We just got our books today, but like I said, tomorrow's going to be a bit busy, so I don't think we'll have time to read all the books. We'll try. If not, then the review will probably be either Tuesday night after, Monday night after we finish everything, after Raw and everything, or Tuesday night after the Frontline Live, depending on when we finish. Or like last week, Wednesday. Hopefully not like last week. We're trying to slowly push back to doing our reviews on the weekend and getting them up by Monday, but time is definitely not, digital first, not our friend. That's about it. Everything else we kind of covered at the beginning of the live show. Video-wise, that's really all right now. Expect lots of different videos all throughout the week. You guys know I try to do at least a video a day, or a video a night. So starting off with the digital books, we got Back to the Future, issue number 5. Apparently I can't see, could you just turn the computer sideways a little bit? There we go. Apparently they're continuing the series. It was supposed to be a 4-issue miniseries. Apparently it got enough buzz that the series is continuing. The Troop, issue number, I believe it's 3 or 4. There's no number on the cover.
I think it's 3.
I think it's 3 as well. It's right in the folder.
Yeah, I'll go check.
We've got Assassin's Creed issue number 5. I really, really like.
Hold on. Yeah, 3.
It is issue 3. Assassin's Creed number 5. Mike has Oz, No Place Like Home one-shot. Now, if Michael doesn't finish this, because it's a pretty long book, it's a one-shot, so it's like 81 pages.
No, 48 pages.
Oh, 48? Okay. 48 pages. So if he does not happen to finish this, we'll be moving it to next week's review. Just a little heads up. Also, there was another book. I have Cry Havoc, issue 2. I have issue 1 now. If I can read both of them, I'll add them to this review. If not, once I read both, I'll add them to whichever review I can add them to. Red Agent, issue number 2 is another one of Mike's indie books. Red Sonja, issue number, I think this is 2 as well. Yep, issue 2. Lots of reds. Ghostbusters International, issue 2. We got issue 1 physically. We decided to go digital for the rest of the series. The Spirit, issue number 5?
8.
Or 8. 8. You can't really see on this little tiny screen. We take pictures of the cover, so we have them here. Bloodshot Reborn, issue number 11. Faith, issue number 2. Issue number 1 sold out, just for the record. Faith, issue 1 sold out. Alright, now we go into the big 2 digital. Batman and Robin Eternal, issue 21. This one's going to have, I think, a background on a mother. Dark Knight Returns, or Dark Knight 3, The Master Race, issue number 3. We get the comic digitally, and then in about, not next week's haul, but the week after next week's haul will be the next hardcover. They usually wait 2 weeks, and then the hardcover comes out. I'm really enjoying the hardcovers, by the way. Grayson, issue number 17, seeing where Grayson goes before we get Nightwing in Rebirth. All New, All Different Avengers, number 6, because I've got to keep trying with this series, because I have a feeling that there's hope, and I keep hearing Mike Spider-Slayer saying good things about it. That it's the only Avenger book left that I'm reading, so I'm going to try to push through it. All New Inhumans, issue number 4. I don't know, I feel like I'm dragging with the Inhuman books. I might end up dropping the Inhuman books. Not this month, maybe next month, because I'm just not feeling... Like, they're enjoyable to read, but not really... I might read them casually instead of for review purposes, because they're kind of books that I think if I didn't have to read them, like, in the time frame of a week, and I could read them at my own spare time, like I do with certain other books, like Harley Quinn and stuff like that, I think I'd enjoy them a little bit more. So we'll see, but I'm going to review All New Inhumans on this review. Maybe I'll like it enough to want to read it the second it comes out, like I do on my other books, like All New X-Men issue number 5. Really excited to see where this goes. Venom Space Knight issue 4 is my last digital book. And then Michael, I think has 2. Amazing Spider-Man 1.3, even though he said he was going to drop it, he's giving the points one more shot. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mike has 3. Hercules issue 4, which Mike's really enjoying Hercules. And Silk issue number 5, which I love Michael's expression when he found out Silk came out this week. He's like, really? Already? And that's what I think the problem is with the double-up books. The double-ups make it so that it's like, I just read this book, give me a break from it, and it's not happening. Free at your local comic shop this week is Titan Comics, January to June 2016 preview. I want to make mention about something with Titan Comics. Titan Comics is doing a lot. They are known for their Doctor Who stuff. They're known, The Troop, for example, is a Titan comic book. They have a nice list of all the books here. I want to make mention because Titan's been going into video games like Assassin's Creed, which is another book that I'm going to be reviewing this week. They do Assassin's Creed. They do the Assassin's Creed line. They will be adding, actually, and this is worth mentioning, I showed you guys Templar, which is 1, but they're also adding Dark Souls, and Deus Ex actually just came out this past week, and I reviewed it. So they're doing a lot of newer games that are coming out, which I like. I'm glad that they're getting into outside of Doctor Who and movies. There's also Penny Dreadful, Vikings. They do Heroes. Like I said, any Doctor Who fan, they do a lot of Doctor Who books. I believe they do 2 or 3. They do the 9th Doctor, they do a crossover one, and then they do the current one. They will be doing also Independence Day. They do a couple of movie franchises. They've done 007 as well. The Troop is something I've really liked since issue 1. That's more of a unique one, not something based off of anything else, at least to my knowledge. There's a lot of really great books, and I definitely recommend checking them out. And if you need something for the kids, actually, they also do Penguins, Kung Fu Panda, How to Tame Your Dragon, and I guess they're doing Puss in Boots soon, because I see that they're advertising it. So they also do kid books. They're a well-rounded company that does a lot of different books here, there, and everywhere. So I would definitely recommend, get this. It's free at your local comic shop. Check it out. Maybe there are some books in here you'll like. They do a lot of really great work. The artwork in their books and the stories in their books are really good. The ones that I'm reviewing, I have nothing bad to say about any of the ones I'm reviewing. I know that Cindy's reading Kung Fu Panda, and she enjoys that. So it's something to consider. It's a free book. Check it out. The previews in it are nice, and maybe you'll see a book or 2 that you like. Now, this is the Superman Boom Week. So, apparently the last week of the month we get a ton of Superman books now. Obviously, one book will be stopping when Rebirth happens, but I just think it's funny that the last week of the month we get a lot of Superman. First, issue 1 of 6 is Superman, The Coming of the Supermen. This is a Neil Adams story. So I'm looking forward to that. We still continue with the Neil Adams variant covers. We have Superman 49. We're setting up for all the issue 50s. Next week, I believe, just one issue 50 comes out. Thank you, Lord. Superman Wonder Woman 26, which didn't have a variant cover. Lois and Clark issue number 5. This had a Neil Adams variant. I'm really enjoying Lois and Clark. Got He-Man, The Eternity War issue 15, the grand finale to He-Man and the Eternity War. Will there be another volume? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. For funsies, and Michael enjoyed doing this comic several times, Futurama 78. Because Futurama, this is the only way you can get Futurama now. My favorite comic book each and every month, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, issue 55. This is the Kevin Eastman variant. I'm glad that, unlike DC Comics, IDW has the Kevin Eastman variants as subscription variants, and it's the same price as the cover price. Spider-Man 2099, issue number 7. Got Spawn 261. I'm really excited to read Spawn. I feel like it was just yesterday I read Spawn. Saga, issue number 34. I'm really happy to get Saga again because the last issue was interesting, but it didn't have the main characters. I thought that this variant was the Neil Adams variant, but I forgot that Justice League is an issue behind. So instead of getting the Neil Adams variant, I got the adult coloring book variant for Justice League 48. I have to remember when 49 comes out to get issue 49 as well, because that one is the Neil Adams variant. I believe Justice League might be doubling up this month because 49 and 50 should be coming out for Justice League. This was an accident. I'm really not too keen on the adult coloring book. But we have Chew, issue 55, the last part to the second to last story arc. I don't know. I'm going to check really quickly in the back to see if they're going on vacation or if we're going to be getting the next book right away. Also, by the way, I'm catching up to Black Magic. I just saw Black Magic, so we'll see. Yeah, we're not getting any indication of... Yeah, these are all the issue 55, issue 13, issue 13, issue 35. Yeah, no. So there's no indication of when. I guess they're going on vacation for a bit. There's no letter to from the editor or anything. So I'm guessing that... Yeah, I guess we're going to be waiting for a little bit before the next story arc. I don't see any indication of whether or not there is going to be a break in between. But anyway, I look forward to the next series of Chew. The next one is... Oh, wait. No, there was a one in the back. Did I miss it? Oh, yeah. Next issue. No. Oh, yeah, Demon Chicken Pollo. So I guess either we're getting a one-shot with Pollo or we're getting... That's the next issue. Either way, I'm really enjoying Chew. It's going to be sad to see it go in 5 more issues. That's all I have to say about that. But Chew is a really great, crazy series. During one of our events, I got the Chew gigantic first 25 issues. I'm hoping to catch up to issue 55. I think I need one gigantic collection or 2 of the hardcovers, and I'll completely have catched up to where I started getting them, the single issues. But anyway, that's it for this week. We got a bunch of reading to do, so I'm going to let you guys go, and we're going to attempt to get through as many of these books by tomorrow as possible. I know by Tuesday we'll have them all read, but we'll see where things go, and hopefully we'll get the review to you guys as soon as possible. Like I said, tomorrow, look forward to the Mario Kart tournament on Brooklyn Boys 13. Anime Weekly, Jeremy and I should be recording that tomorrow night, so expect that Monday morning. And hopefully Tuesday morning you guys can expect the comic review, because I really don't want to go beyond that. I really would like to get this review up as soon as possible so you guys can enjoy the new books. So till then, guys, take care. Links in the description below. Feel free to comment below your thoughts on any of the books you saw here or any of the books that you guys are picking up that you'd like to recommend or you would just like to add to what came out this week. This was the last week of February, I believe. Next week is the first week of... Yeah, next week is the first week of March, I believe.
It is.
It is. Okay. I'm making sure, yo! Mike's tired, so we're going to go. Take care, everybody, and we'll see you guys really soon. keep reading, keep collecting in the next video.